Sam, if you need to, you can get your bearings by taking a look at your corpus. It's all right there on your ring terminal.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to BucknGames, and you're watching the third episode of Death Stranding 2. If you're new to the channel, then please make sure to drop a like and subscribe, because I'll be putting out more full gameplay walkthroughs of this video game and many others to come in the future. Also, I do a complete gameplay videos over X, so you can follow me on my X account, which I'll link in the description of this video.
Departing facility.
It looks like I still have those equipments with me. Repair spray and the others
Feels good.
from my previous mission.
Sam, we've got a situation. The delivery for the research lab is ready for transport, but the chiral density is higher than anticipated. This may be due to the gatequake just now, but we've identified a new BT area in the vicinity of the lab. However, we have no BB pods on hand. I know you've got dooms, but without a pod, you're gonna struggle to determine exactly where the BTs are.
Don't worry. If I can get close enough, I should be able to see them. Seems like my dooms level or whatever went up at some point. Steer me in the right direction. I can take care of the rest.
Oh yeah? That's awesome. By the way, we finished a preliminary assessment of the BTs detected in the vicinity of the research lab. And we've prepared some weapons that should be effective against them. You're a pro. I know you can handle this. We've issued you a number of blood grenades. They use an active agent based on compounds derived from the blood and bodily fluids of doom sufferers, making them highly effective against BTs. You can practice using them in VR training. If you'd like to try them out, just access the delivery terminal to get started. Your other weapons won't do any damage to BTs. Shoot them all you like. They won't die. Make sure you're well prepared. According to our initial survey, you can expect to encounter gazers in the field. If you make contact with a gazer, then another type of BT, a hunter will emerge from the tar and try to capture you. If they succeed in this, you'll come face to face with a massive BT known as a catcher. Now, you don't want to ever let a catcher consume you. It'll trigger a void out, obliterating the surrounding area and everyone in it. And when the dust settles, there'll only be a giant crater. So make sure to escape the catcher before that happens, or use the weapons at your disposal to eliminate it. All right, go ahead and pick up your next main order. I'll brief you on the details while you check your map. All right, Sam, you good to go? The new BT area we've identified is located in these ruins. If we don't do anything about it, eventually someone's gonna trigger a void out. So to prevent that, we need to neutralize all the BTs in this area. There's no shortage of collapsed buildings and hiding spots there, and the timefall isn't letting up anytime soon either. Since you'll also have cargo for the research lab with you, take care not to let it get damaged by the timefall or in any fights with BTs. An aid request for a timefall shelter was registered in that vicinity. If you build one near that spot, you can use it to escape any BTs that may be pursuing you. And if you stash your backpack in a timefall shelter, you can rest easy knowing your cargo's safe from the rain and devote your full attention to dealing with any threats. So if you got room to carry a little extra, consider requisitioning a PCC and taking it along with you so you can fabricate a shelter for added peace of mind. You're the only one we can count on. Don't let us down.
So finally, now I think the real action begins. We have already faced some bandits, taken back the cargo if you have watched the previous episode. Now I think is the finally we are going to face the BTs. So let's see what a BT can do. Better gear up for it. Blood grenade. Okay, I guess I'll just place it in the grenade pouch then. Well, I guess it's finally time to head out, I guess. Yeah, let's go.
Order accepted. Thank you.
So guys, finally we're out delivering the cargo as well as facing the BTs for the first time. I guess we had a glimpse of what a BT can be. You know those creepy crawly spider-like creatures that we saw in the hilly region of the previous mission? I don't know if you have followed me in my previous episode or not, but we did manage to face some chiral creatures. That's what they said. I'm not probably sure whether a chiral creature is a BT, but because you know I haven't played the previous game, so
Take care, Sam.
I guess I'll just have to find out then. What's that? Ancient fossil. I don't think I need any. We're already carrying too much weight. And on top of that, we'll just have to face some gruesome BT battles. So, you know, I'm already worried about those creatures, so I don't want to carry too much weight with me. Alright, let's see. So, we have to go there. Oh, it looks like a straight path. Alright, that's fine. You know guys, with all this timefall, BTs, chiral creatures, and on top of that we have to perform this mission particularly in the night, I'm kind of worried right now. If I fail, then I'll have to restart again. Okay, so if I repair the structure, I'll receive a lot of likes. I don't know. I'll just have to see what I can do. Sam's BT sensing ability. Uh-oh. I think a BT is nearby then. Let's see. So this, we're almost at the place where we're gonna build that timefall shelter. Uh-oh. Guys, that's the BT right there. So it's basically those creatures that we encountered at the very beginning. Remember those creatures? They were outside Sam's hideout. That ghost-like creatures. That's the BT, I guess. All right. Let's just build a timefall shelter and put our cargo here so that it doesn't get damaged or stolen.
Construction process now complete.
Okay, I'll just offload all my cargo, I guess. Okay, I'll just keep the ladder and offload the rest of the cargo. Yeah, so since the machine gun won't be of any use against the BT, so there's no point carrying extra weight. Yeah, all this container repair spray. Yeah, I'll think I'll just offload all of that. The only thing that I'll be equipping right now is actually the blood grenade, because that's the only thing that's gonna come in handy against these BTs. Hang on, I think it's better I just make a save before we proceed. Oh, so you can't save. Alright. Alright guys, let's test out our blood grenade. Bam! Oh, it hit the target. Straight on. And... oh, it's covered in blood now. And it's vanished. Cool, man. That's... I didn't expect such a cool animation. Oh, there's another one, I guess. I think, yeah, this looks like there's another one, right? Oh my. You know what I like about this blood grenade? It's not like a traditional grenade. They hit the target directly and then sticks to it, and the target just vanishes by floating up in the air. You don't see that in a regular grenade, right? Alright, let's... oh, there's another one. We can see its trail. We have to be very careful. I don't know which side it's facing. Oh, there it is. And... oh, it dropped some. Oh, chiral crystal. So I guess killing a BT rewards you with a chiral crystal. Oh, there it is. I can see a trail. It's, I think it's on the right side. I have to be very careful, you know. I didn't save, and if I die here, then... oh, there is another one. Bam! There you go, Mr. BT. Floating up in the air. And there's another one, I guess. Yeah, where is it? Where is it? It's behind this truck. There it is. Okay. But you know, I really like the range of this blood grenade. It's very far away. I can hit the target and get the job done. I don't even have to get that close. Okay, a post box. Okay, let's fabricate a few blood grenades. 3, 6. Looks like we don't have enough resources. 3. Okay, for the time being, we'll take 2 of them. Alright, fabricate. Yeah. I'll just place them in the backpack. I wonder how many BTs are still there. We have to be very careful, guys. We cannot run, otherwise the BT will notice. We have to hold our breath. Should be here. Okay, I guess. We'll have to equip this one is used up. I don't know. Yes, it did. It hit the target from that far away. Now this is something. Yeah, that did it. Alright, let's hit the target and get the job done. I think I did. No, I didn't. Thank God, man. We finally got rid of all the BTs. I mean, with such a low amount of resources, I thought we were done for. You know, the guns doesn't work and I was almost out of all the blood grenades. Thank God, now I can just deliver those cargo and complete the mission. This was exciting, by the way. Alright, so let's quickly pick up all our stuff and be on our way to the research lab and complete the mission. You know, it kind of reminds me. In one of my previous episodes, I said that this is a pretty easy game because the enemies weren't that strong enough and I was just able to take them out bare-handed, you know. They were shooting guns at me and I was just going straight up, punching their teeth down their throat. But that's why I said it was an easy game. The enemies aren't that strong enough. But, you know, after facing all of these BTs in this mission, I think it is pretty challenging. The enemies are easy because they were humans and the BTs are actually the real enemies. Well, everything went well, so I guess that's a plus point, right? And let's see, I think we just got a little bit of taste what a BT can be. Even though I didn't face them head on, I just took them out through stealth gameplay. But you know, well, I think in the future I may have to go against the BT head on with a grenade or a gun, or maybe I don't know what type of weapons they are providing. Well, we'll just have to see.
ID consist the delivery terminal to process your orders and requests.
You know, it's pretty difficult working with all of this cargo on the backpack. I think I should have just used auto arrange, but you know what, pretty close. I don't think I'll need to do that.
Long time no see, Sam. Though, having said that, I realize you probably don't recognize me like this. Anyway, why don't you let me take a look at your orders? Now that's a delivery done right. I appreciate that you're always striving for perfection. Oh, picked up some lost cargo, I see. Should be a nice surprise for someone. We never doubted you'd show. Reliable as ever. A man you can count on. We're ready for you to link us up with your Cupid. Once you do, you'll have fulfilled your objective of bringing the entirety of Mexico onto the chiral network.
Now displaying your current order grade.
Alright, still a silent handler.
So, Sam, don't suppose you remember who I am? The name's Alex. I used to work at the weather station back in the UCA. I was a Bridges employee, reporting directly to Deadman. So, when I was offered the opportunity to collaborate with him here, studying the Death Stranding and BTs, I jumped at the chance, and here I am. And now, you're here too. You actually couldn't have come at a better time. Shortly before your arrival, chiral density levels started to climb, hitting significantly higher ranges than before. This kind of spike is indicative of an imminent giant BT appearance. I've shared with you some MP bullets that should be very effective against BTs. Because if a giant BT is on the way, then we're gonna need you to put it down. Well, the delivery you were kind enough to bring us contained a shipment of MP bullets that have anti-BT properties. This ammunition will turn your average assault rifle into a BT killing machine. You can also fabricate blood grenades if you want to keep a few on hand. Before you head back out, review your options and requisition any weapons you think you might need. We've set aside a ton of extra materials just for this purpose. Chiral density levels in this region have been fluctuating wildly. We've been seeing a lot of gatequakes and seismic activity as well. It's almost certainly related to recent shifts in the tar currents. Our analysis of these anomalies has led us to believe that the arrival of a giant BT is all but imminent. What the data doesn't tell us is exactly where it might appear. Our chiral monitoring equipment just wasn't precise enough to zero in. Now that you've connected us to the network, though, we should be able to make more accurate predictions. We seriously owe you. It's hard to know when this giant BT is going to appear. So for now, you should rest up in your private room and prepare for a potential fight. That's both mine and Deadman's recommendation. We'll keep you posted, Sam.
It's been too long, Sam. You were a good friend to me. One I could never forget. Which is why I took steps to ensure that this message would only play upon your arrival. The sensors were set to scan for your biometric data. A simple enough trick. Now, this was originally a geophysics laboratory established for the study of earthquakes. And for that reason, it holds a wealth of documentation on gatequakes, tar currents, and placates. As well, I discovered, as research data on the other side. Now, what I'm about to tell you, I learned after I came to this place. Imagine that this is the lab. Though it's relatively close to the northern tip of South America, the continent is entirely cut off from us by a tar belt. And so we have no idea what's going on down there. Nor do we know the state of any continent other than our own. The researchers here were trying to establish contact with the rest of the world. They were well equipped to do so, as the facility had once been used to launch research satellites. So they tried launching a variety of probes and drones in the hope of obtaining observational data, with no success. The Earth, you see, is shrouded in a thick layer of chiralium that renders electronics inoperable at altitude. So they tried sending ships across the ocean. Oh, yes. Oh, but that failed too. The high concentration of chiralium in open water proved too corrosive, invariably causing them to sink. But then the researchers found some rather rare birds on their doorsteps. Birds not native to the region. Nice birdie, nice birdie. And that, my friend, was just the beginning. Not far from the lab, they discovered a strange anomaly. Well, the surrounding area was heavily contaminated with chiralium. Yes. This is beautiful. The researchers would later dub the anomaly a plate gate. But further investigation revealed that it came into existence when you began to expand the chiral network across North America, and that the gate grew larger in tandem with the network itself. What started as a tiny fissure in space became so much more. The researchers duly installed cameras to study the gate and its surrounding area. Now, to their surprise, they caught footage of some unusual marsupials. Yes, a kind you wouldn't expect to normally encounter in Central America, like the birds. But to confirm their suspicions, they sent an autonomous robot through the gate. The soil samples it collected were consistent with the archived geological data from the southern hemisphere. Not long after, several men and women came through the gate. They spoke English, and they confirmed that they had indeed come from faraway Australia. We finally knew the world outside North and Central America had survived. Ours was not the last bastion of humanity, but Australia had suffered the Death Stranding too. Undeterred, the researchers began working closely with Bridges and conducted a series of tests, paving the way for an expedition to Australia that would lay the groundwork for chiral network expansion. After they had first installed surveillance equipment, that is, so that the gate could be monitored from the Mexican side, a necessity to this day as Australia is not yet connected to the chiral network. The UCA may not have dreams of conquest and control, but they aren't about to let just anyone use the gate. Indeed, that's one of the reasons they were so determined to connect Australia to the network in the first place. Well, I suppose that's all I have to say about the plate gate. There's something else that I need to tell you, though. Something far more important. Mind if I pause it here? I have to go take a shower.
Gate quake detected. Sam, a gigantic BT just showed up outside. We're prepping weapons for you now. Access the terminal up top and take whatever you need. We're counting on you.
Manifestation imminent. Access the delivery terminal to make preparations for combat.
Alright guys, let's go and face the giant BT. What's that? It's like a giant head. Uh-oh. It's melting. Oh man. Oh no guys, I think what we'll have to fight in this slimy water. You got to be kidding me. You have to face this guy? We barely have any weapons. We don't have a proper gun. We don't have enough blood grenades. It's barely doing any damage. What in the world? You know, it's giving me that Dark Souls vibe. It's very difficult. I can't even dodge properly in this slimy liquid. It's not water to be honest, but it's tar, I guess. Okay, there it is. Alright. What just happened? What? So it just swallowed me and all that time I just took to just point out the blood grenade and it just... Oh man. You know what? I think I'll be using this blood grenade throughout the entire gameplay. How much I have, but I don't know how much it does significant damage compared to the bullets. It's difficult. It is like Dark Souls right now. Oh man. Don't have a shield, we can't dodge, we can't jump properly. It's very clumsy. Again! Oh man. Okay guys, if this doesn't work then I'm gonna quit. Uh-oh, better move out. I'm still having difficulty in understanding like the basic mechanics, like which one is the health bar, which one is the stamina. Looks like the blue bar is the stamina. The health and taking damage, is it regenerating or I don't... Look at that, barely doing any damage. Oh my god. You know what is more difficult is actually running in this liquid sticky stuff. What is that, a zombie? Oh, I have to get out. I have to stop this thing. Otherwise it's gonna swallow up the whole place. Already been swallowed twice, I don't want to. I don't know whether we can kill those other dudes, but and then focusing on this big head. It did. Oh, it's knocked out. Okay. I guess we can just throw a grenade. Oh no, it recovered. Almost, I think we dropped its health to 55%, I guess. Who's this behind me? Oh. Again, it keeps disappearing and reappearing right behind my back. It's pretty far right now. I don't know the grenade will reach that far of miss. It looks like it dropped a lot of stuff. Uh-oh, I have to get out of this. It's gonna swallow up the whole thing. Oh my god. Thank goodness, I thought I was gonna be swallowed again. This is really disgusting. It's a combination of fire, tar, and human skull. Oh, it's knocked out again. How much more health does it have? It's like 50%. Okay, these grenades are doing a lot of damage, I guess. 35 right now. I just have to keep on hitting it with grenades. Almost out of grenades. Oh, this one is full. It's difficult dodging it from up close. And to be honest, this grenade button, these things are really slow. You have to aim and then shoot and aim, and it just takes a lot of time and patience. You know how quickly this game went from a boring walking simulator to such a ferocious Dark Souls level boss fight. And just imagine this is the very first boss. Oh, it's coming back. Oh no. That was a close one. It almost swallowed me again. Man, I have been playing Dark Souls since 2011. If it's a boss fight, you know, maybe I will not be able to win at the first time, but you cannot put me down. I'm gonna take you out. But the sad thing is we don't have a shield over here. But this guy is helping. Maybe he's regretting the fact that he has been swallowed by the BT. I don't know. Oops. Oh my god, we almost died. I have to heal. How do I heal? Oh no, it's dragging me in. Oh, come on. Oh, come on, man. We're healing up. I think, oh, I get it now. If you have blood bags, I think the health actually regenerates. I have to figure this out really quickly, you know. Oh, man. How much more health this thing has? Still almost like a 5%. Oh man, I don't think that will die. I think I'll die instead. I don't think we'll make it, guys. I don't think we'll make it. My health is almost low. Let's see. Okay. Every blood grenade is finished. This gun, I don't think this gun. What happened to my machine gun? Oh, this gun doesn't work properly. You have to charge it. You don't have time for this. Okay. Release this assault rifle. I hope it has enough bullets to finish this, because I don't have any other option. Where did it go? Oh, there it is. Yes, we did it. Oh, finally, you know, I thought after such a long battle, I think it's finally over. Oof. What? It's coming back. Is there a phase 2? Wait, it's crystallizing. Oh, it's dead. Okay. You know, for a minute there, I thought it was just like in Dark Souls, you have to face second phase. Oh, an A. Okay. I thought I'll get a C or something because I didn't perform that well. I barely survived. Glad that's over.
Your current portal grade.
What? A silent handler?
Sam, this is Alex. You did it! We've confirmed the chiral crystallization of the giant BT. Local chiral density is already dropping fast. I think we can all rest easy for now. You've saved a lot of lives by killing that monstrosity. We won't forget that. Head to the research lab's private room and take a break. You've earned it.
Alright, enough picking those stuff. So that was really a very hard boss battle, to be honest. You know, you can say I am a pro Souls player. I won't say a pro, but you know, I have finished almost all the Dark Souls series except you know, Dark Souls 1, because for some reason I couldn't finish that game because I hadn't time or anything. But Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3, Elden Ring, you know, I've beaten all of them. Sekiro is a game that I couldn't beat because I admitted it was pretty difficult because of the parrying and all, and you know, I tend to avoid that kind of a game because I can't seem to make the timing right. But this game, I'll say this with this current boss battle, and I can only assume that in the future boss battles are gonna be harder than this, obviously. So this is boss battle number 1. So it is pretty tough, and I really like it. As a Souls player, I would say I love the challenge, but I will also have to prepare myself. I don't see a level up option in this game, but well, that's a plus point. I don't have to go on grinding. So if you guys have been enjoying this video so far, then please make sure to drop a like and tell me in the comments what is your favorite Souls game, and did you actually play a Souls game before? And if not, then what is the most difficult game that you ever played? For me, I think it was Sekiro, because I couldn't finish it. That's the only Souls game, but yeah. Alright, let's head to the base.
As I said before, there's something I need to tell you. It's about Lou. You see, after you left Bridges, I decided to do a little digging into BB-28's past. That is, Lou's. I found the BB decommissioning records. Now, according to them, BB-28 was flagged for disposal and subsequently incinerated 4 years ago, long before you and Lou first met.
That's BB-28?
This is the child officially identified as BB-28. But if you look closer, Sam, you see at once that it can't possibly be Lou. Right there at the elbow, where the birthmark should be. Nothing. Which means we have another BB-28 on our hands. The one with whom you memorably went west and back not so long ago. That is Lou. Per regulations, the serial number assigned to each BB was unique. No 2 units should have ever been assigned the same one. I've cross-checked the details with the most up-to-date entries in the UCA database. And indeed, there is no reason to believe BB-28 survived. All of which can only mean, Sam, that the bridge baby you carried with you on your journey across America, Lou, was never recorded in the official database. So, where then did Lou come from? Right now, your guess is as good as mine. But as worrying as that sounds, this could actually be to your advantage, since it's functionally impossible for the UCA or Bridges to track a BB of which they have no record. Which is lucky, because if they did know about a BB that could live and grow outside the pod, they'd want to secure it for study. So take comfort in the knowledge that they don't, that you're free, that you can bring up Lou in peace. How is it, by the way? The 2 of you living as a family? Right. I have gifts for you. A few things to take back home. An assortment of vaccines to be administered as your child grows up. We want Lou to live a long and healthy life. And it's natural for children to be afraid of shots. Maybe this will help put Lou's mind at ease. A token of my affection. You can collect it via the delivery terminal when you leave. I wonder how big Lou will get. Anyway, there's one more thing I wanted to share with you. As you know, everyone is meant to go to their own beach when they die. But unlike most people, I wasn't born from a mother. I was born from an artificial womb. Transplants provided the organs I never had. I was incomplete and had no beach, I believed. But I wasn't about to accept that. I went back home to study the Ha and Ka and the beach. I threw myself into my work, Sam. I tried. But I think I've done all that I can. In the end, I'm still a patchwork Frankenstein's monster. One that's just about worn out. As a doctor, I can tell you, I don't have long left. So I've devoted my remaining time to research. That's why I'm here, Sam. Where I can focus on the beach. There's so much data here, Sam. On beach formation, jumping via beaches, the relationship between the beach and plate gates. All the evidence you could ever wish for. Not enough to solve every mystery, perhaps, but enough for me to make an incredible personal discovery. That I have a beach after all. It doesn't matter how I was born. I have lived as a human. And thus do I possess a beach like any other. I am not a machine, but a person with a Ha and a Ka and a beach to go with them. Lastly, I have a confession for you, along with a heartfelt apology. I told you once that I didn't have dooms. But that's not actually true. Not that I was lying, you understand. I just didn't know. It was only after I found my beach that I realized. Chiral allergic reaction. I can feel it getting closer. I'm off to the beach, Sam. To my beach. Take care of yourself.
Sam.
Did you know about this?
No. It's news to me, too. I'm sorry that that man is gone. But he would have been pleased that you managed to extend the UCA network all the way to his lab. Thank you, Sam.
I guess I'm homeward bound.
Missing little Lou that badly?
You know I am.
Come on back, Sam. Lou misses you too.
Alright guys, so that's enough for today. I'll see you guys in the next episode, and make sure to like, share and subscribe. And if you're watching from X, formerly known as Twitter, then make sure to follow and leave a comment like what is your favorite game and what is the most difficult game that you ever played. I'll be doing a giveaway of Death Stranding 2, so take care. I'll announce the winners very soon. Peace out.